everyone, today I'll be reviewing this movie dropped on Netflix. It's called Love at First Kiss, and this movie, it is in Spanish. And in this movie you see when he was 16 years old, this guy, he finds out that when he kisses a girl for the first time, he can see like what will be happening with his relationship with that girl all the way through. He can see it when he kisses someone for the first time. So that is interesting plot, I guess. So in this movie we see when he accidentally kissed his best friend girlfriend, and he sees that he has this like a whole future with her in the future. I guess after that kiss, he kind of like he has a hard time what to do, but in this movie's case we see he's basically very easily get together with this girl he kissed, and he saw his whole future with her in the future. So that is this movie's basic plot. But there is also another plot happening in this movie, is that he also met this girl who also kind of have this special gift too. And what do I think about this movie? So this movie, although it is about that, he's trying to, like, at first he was like, he's not like finding love or anything. After he has this kiss with this woman, he started following her and tried to have a relationship with her. Also, the first act for this movie was definitely very interesting. Middle act is also interesting. However, how this movie ends, I was really like, what? Overall, I think this movie was really silly for me. It was really like pointless. Really, when you watch it, end of it, you're like, that was pointless, kind of. Because the whole movie, he thought, he will be following. I guess maybe that was the point of it, but it doesn't work when you watch this movie. Maybe on the script it sounded interesting, he thought he had this whole future with this girl, and once he get together with her, for some reason this girl just breaks up with him because he can see everything. And I was here thinking, why don't you just tell her that you can see in the future? No, he doesn't tell her. He just breaks up with her. And I was like, wow, what? Why did you break up with her? That is pointless. The whole story, you are going after her than you aren't. Then end of this movie, these are spoiler, I guess. We see this girl who was his best friend girlfriend, like she actually goes back to his best friend. And I was thinking, like, really, you go back to the guy you broke up, then your date is his best friend, now you're back together with him? How silly! There isn't any other man in the planet. Why is she going back to these two guys back and forth? So that was pretty silly and very unrealistic. Like, now this will not happen in real life, or maybe will happen. Who knows? That being said, the way this movie ends, we see, there was another girl he kissed, and there was nothing when he kissed her. End of this movie, somehow this movie wants us to believe, because when he kissed her for the first time and he didn't see anything, I guess he go back to her. And I was like, that was really silly, because like, why were going back to her, and why did we waste our time watching you? We were trying to get back together with the other girl. Like, that didn't make any sense, honestly. This movie was kind of like really pointless. But this movie does have other side plot line, like he is a publisher in this movie. We see he has this small publish, like this writer book he published, and then we see there is a lot of side story going on. We see this writer, she's trying to write this book, and I was like, why do I care about this writer? Yeah, this movie was kind of like really, I felt like when I was watching, maybe when they wrote the movie sound interesting, like, maybe knowing everything is not the best thing. That was, I think, the movie was trying to say. After watching it, you're like, that was waste of time. And that's what I'm gonna say about this movie, and that's my thought on this. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this movie? And if you enjoyed this review, do watch my other reviews on other Spanish movie. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.